Look at this cracked concrete baking in the sun. The intense heat radiating off the surface is a daily physical threat for millions of people. Hi, welcome to the article of Manik Esahak Biswas, a prominent social development and humanitarian professional. This photo captures the daily reality of Dhaka, Bangladesh, with an endless stream of rickshaws, tangled wires, and pedestrians packed shoulder to shoulder into this narrow market. It ranks as one of the most densely populated places on Earth. All of this unbroken urban density creates the urban heat island effect. The massive concentration of buildings and asphalt traps solar radiation, pushing local temperatures significantly higher than the surrounding rural areas. And when the heat breaks, erratic climate rainfall takes over. In this image, you can see students forced to wade through deep flooded streets. Unplanned concrete expansion has choked off the natural drainage, turning heavy rains into severe, life-disrupting waterlogging. Faced with soaring temperatures and paralyzed streets, transitioning to a green city framework is no longer an aesthetic luxury for Dhaka. It is a strict baseline requirement to survive the 21st century. City dwellers face a compounding crisis. Rising urban temperatures are suffocating neighborhoods, while dense physical development leaves almost no room for local food production. To counter this, government-backed initiatives are pushing to mainstream urban agriculture. The strategy relies on integrating rooftop gardens and vertical farming directly into the existing architecture. You can see that integration here. Thriving vegetable vines grow vigorously in the foreground, standing in sharp contrast to the dense concrete cityscape in the background. Creating these pockets of agriculture provides a vital green lung effect. It actively cools the immediate microclimate by shading concrete surfaces, while simultaneously securing a reliable, nutritious food supply for local neighborhoods. But cooling the air doesn't solve the flooding. Rapid concrete expansion has paved over the city's natural water bodies and drainage networks, leaving rainwater nowhere to go. The required countermeasure is robust urban forestry, aggressively protecting existing tree canopies and reclaiming encroached wetlands. Take a look at this park. The massive scale of these old-growth trees and the natural soil beneath them act as a powerful water absorption mechanism. By planting native trees along roadsides and restoring these green spaces, the city rebuilds its natural drainage. Concrete pipes and pumps alone cannot replace a living forest. Beyond water and heat, Dhaka generates an enormous volume of solid organic waste, which currently overwhelms the city's landfills. This diagram illustrates a circular bioeconomy. Organic household waste is funneled into a centralized biogas digester facility instead of a landfill. Two valuable outputs emerge. One pathway converts the waste into clean fuel, while the other becomes organic fertilizer, feeding back into urban farms. To tackle the city's severe emissions crisis, this photo of the Dhaka Metro Rail shows a modern elevated train bypassing the dense, gridlocked ground-level traffic. Integrating the waste-to-energy systems with efficient, sustainable public transit creates the physical infrastructure necessary to break the dependency on private vehicles and drastically slash the city's overall carbon footprint. Upgrading infrastructure presents a serious social challenge. Large-scale green policies often inadvertently ignore or displace the marginalized communities living within the city limits. Look at this informal settlement. With precarious, corrugated housing built directly adjacent to a polluted drainage canal, these residents are highly exposed to the hazards of heat and flooding. To protect these communities, the green transition must be leveraged to create stable employment. Sectors like recycling, infrastructure maintenance, and urban farming can provide reliable income for the urban poor. Climate resilience requires social equity. If a green city only provides clean air, safe streets, and reliable food for its wealthiest neighborhoods, the policy has failed. The Bangladesh government is already executing massive long-term initiatives, most notably the Delta Plan 2100, which links water management, land use, and climate resilience. But top-down macro planning is only half the equation. Everyday citizens, architects, and private developers must also actively adopt sustainable building practices and lifestyles to make these sweeping plans effective. By enforcing these integrated green principles, from rooftop gardens to mass transit, Dhaka has the opportunity to turn a severe climate crisis into a working blueprint for equitable, resilient urban survival.